Good day, students. You are welcome to sirMATHS in this mathematical journey in the world of numbers. I hope you still remember my plea that you subscribe to sirMATHS to keep you updated on our daily discussion in this very journey so that you will not miss any point. In our last meeting, we discussed quadratic equation and the methods of solving quadratic equation. We stopped at completing the square method. And I told you when we meet today, we will continue from where we stopped. Here we have the steps or the rules of this very completing the square method. I've written it down to save our time. 1. You rewrite the equation by placing the constant at the right hand side. You know, quadratic equation is in this format: ax raised to the power 2 plus bx plus c equal to 0. So here we will treat example. You rewrite this equation by placing this constant at the right hand side. 2. You divide each item, even we did that as cross here, by the coefficient of the second degree. I told you we call the second degree because raised to power 2, and this is first degree because raised to power 1, though it's not written. So you divide each of these by the coefficient of the second degree. Thirdly, you add the square of the half of the coefficient of the first degree on both sides. Thereafter, you express the left-hand side in a perfect square form and solve the right-hand side ordinarily. Thereafter, you square root both sides and introduce plus and minus sign at the beginning of the right-hand side. When that is done, you continue by collecting like terms. We now collect like terms together. When you are done with that, you separate the plus and minus sign. Separate the plus and minus sign and solve ordinarily. That is the rule in completing the square method. You follow this rule. When you follow it, you will get at the correct thing. Now, if we have this equation, let's say 2x squared minus x minus 8 equals to 0. If this equation is written as 2x squared minus x equals to 8, you can see that that first step is no longer relevant because already the constant is at the right hand side. So you are already relieved. If this question is written as x squared minus half x equals to 8 equals to 4, we divide it by 2. If the question is given in this way, both the first step and the second step has been taken care of. The reason for dividing the second degree by the coefficient of that second degree, dividing each item by the second degree, is to make the second degree unit. Already here we have the second degree as unit, it's 1. The coefficient is 1. So the step 2 is taken care of. And the constant is already at the right hand side. So the first step is taken care of. So you go on to solve your problem That is, you start from step 3 and solve your problem. That is what we are discussing. But let us have this very question in detail and solve it. We are asked to solve this equation 5x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Step 1, we rearrange. X squared minus 3x equals to 2. The constant is now at the right hand side. And the second step, divide each item by the coefficient of the second degree. We divide this by 5, we have x squared. We divide this by 5, we have 3 over 5x. We divide this by 5, we have 2 over 5. We have done step 2. Step 3, add the square of the half of the coefficient of the first degree on both sides. This is our x squared minus 3 over 5x plus, because of that word add, plus, bracket open, minus 3 over 10 squared. The half of a fraction is the denominator times 2. 1/3 of a fraction is the denominator times 3. So here we are talking of half. So half of this very fraction is the denominator times 2. That has given us 10. Remember, we said add on both sides equals to 2 over 5 plus minus 3 over 10 squared on both sides. We have added the square of the half of the coefficient of the first degree on both sides. Then the next thing is to express the left hand side in a perfect square form. Just pick this variable, and this is positive and negative will give us negative 3 over 10 squared equals to, we solve the right hand side ordinarily. This is 2 over 5 plus 9 over 100. 3 squared is 9, 10 squared is 100. This will give us, LCM is 100, divided by 5 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. Hundred divided by 100 is 1. 1 times 9 is 9. So we now have 49 over 100. We have solved the right hand side ordinarily. Then we square root both sides and introduce plus and minus sign at the beginning of the right hand side. We have x minus 3 over 10 squared, square rooted, equals to plus and minus sign, the square root of 49 over 100. The square root cancels the square. We now have x minus 3 over 10 equals to plus and minus, the square root of 49 is 7, the square root of 100 is 10. Then we collect like terms together. Collecting like terms, we now have x is equals to, the minus 3 over 10 becomes plus 3 over 10, plus or minus 7 over 10. Remember, this is 3. And the next thing is separate the plus and minus sign and solve ordinarily. We have collected like terms, the variable in one place and the constant in the other place. To separate the plus and minus sign, We now have x equals to 3 over 10 plus 7 over 10, or 3 over 10 minus 7 over 10. We have separated plus and minus. Now the LCM, you know, is 10, and we have 10 divided by 10 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3, 10 divided by 10 is 1, 1 times 7 is 7, or the same LCM, 10 divided by 10 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3, minus 10 divided by 10 is 1, 1 times 7 is 7. This will give us 3 plus 7 is 10 over 10, or minus 4 over 10. So our answer is 10 divided by 10 is 1, comma, and this will give us minus 2 over 5. We simplify 2 here, 2, 2 here, 5. We have solved this by completing the square method. That is 1. 2. Let us look at another example. Where we are asked to solve x squared minus 4x, and this is given to us equals to 3. From what we have seen, step 1 is taken care of, and step 2 also is taken care of, because the coefficient of this second degree is already 1. So we don't need to go into step 1 and step 2 because it has been done for us. Step 1, the constant is already at the right hand side. Step 2, the coefficient of this second degree is already 1. So we go to step 3. And step 3 tells us we add. This is x squared minus 4x plus minus 4 divided by 2 squared equals to 3 plus minus 4 divided by 2 squared. Why did we do that? The 10th step says add the square of the half of the coefficient of the first degree on both sides. That is what we have done. What we did actually is x squared minus 4x plus 2 squared equals to 3 plus 2 squared. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Minus 2 times minus 2 will give us 4. So for here, okay, we have done that. Now the next thing is to express the left hand side in a perfect square form. That is x plus, okay, permit me, let us still leave this in a bracket. Remember that plus minus will give us minus, we still leave it as minus 2 squared. So what we do is we pick this variable without a power and minus 2 all squared. And this will give us 3 plus 4, that will give us 7. So I hope you are following. So the next thing is to square root both sides. Square root both sides. We have x minus 2 raised to power 2 square rooted equals to plus and minus the square root of 7. So with the square root, cancel the square, leaving behind x minus 2 equals to plus or minus square root of 7. Let's go up. Collecting like terms, we have x equals to 2 plus or minus the square root of 7. We can separate the plus and minus sign. This will give us 2 plus 7 or 2 minus 7. We can go down to find the square root of 7, but if the question says we should leave our answer in a short form, we have already got what we want. We stop here. That is our answer for that. I do believe you are following. Let's have this more example on this before we go to our formula. We are asked to solve 2x squared minus x minus 8 equal to 0. First step, 2x squared minus x equals to 8. The negative 8 crossing the equality sign becomes positive 8. We divide each item by the coefficient of the second degree, which is 2. So 2x squared divided by 2 minus x divided by 2 equals to 8 divided by 2, giving us x squared minus half x equals to 4. We add the square of the half of the coefficient of the first degree on both sides. We have x squared minus 1 over 2x. Add, because of the word add, with plus 1 over 4 squared equals to 4 plus 1 over 4 squared. I told you that the half of a fraction is the denominator times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So we now have our x minus 1 over 4 all squared. We have expressed the left hand side in a perfect square form equals to 4 plus, that will give us 1 over 16, resulting to 4 whole number 1 over 16. 16 times 4 will give us 64. 64 plus 1 is 65 over 16. We now square root both sides and introduce the plus and minus sign at the right hand side. X minus 1 over 4 all squared square rooted equals to plus and minus the square root of 65 over 16. The square root, we cancel the square. We have x minus 1 over 4 as equals to plus and minus the square root of 65, about 8.065 or 4. The square root of 16 is 4. So we collect the like terms together. X equals to 1 over 4 plus or minus 8.064 over 4. The next thing is to separate the plus and minus sign. Let's go up. We have 1 over 4, that's x is equal to this, plus 8.064 over 4, or 1 over 4 minus 8.064 over 4. LCM here is 4. 4 divided by 4, 1 times 1, 1. 4 divided by 4, 1 times 8.0 is the same 8.064. Or, same 1, but this time around minus 8.064. This will give us 9.064 over 4, or minus 7.064 over 4. This will give us two whole number. Remainder 1. 10 divided by 2 is 2. Remainder 2. 26 divided by 2 will give us 6, which is 24. Remainder 2. Another 6. That is comma. Here we have minus 1. Remainder 3. 30 divided by this is 7, which is for 28. Remainder 2. Into 26 will give us 6. Remainder 2. Into 24 will give us another 6. So we have solved. That is for this. Check up for this very square root of 65. It is 8.064 or 8.062. But this is the principle we expected to go through. That is for this. I hope we are moving. Having done this, we can now go over to the formula method. Formula method. How is formula method derived? It derived from the rule or the steps of completing the square method. That is where it's derived. Let us go through how it is derived and then solve examples to that effect. This is formula method. Quadratic equation is in this format. And from the complete of the square method step, we have gone through the first thing. We have ax squared plus bx equals to minus c. The positive c crossing because negative c. Dividing each item by the coefficient of the second degree, we have ax squared divided by a plus bx divided by a equals to minus c divided by a, giving us x squared plus b over ax equals to minus c over a. We have gone through step 2. Step 3, add the square of the half of the coefficient of the first degree on both sides. X squared plus bx over a, this time around over a first of all. Remember we are adding, we add plus b over 2a squared on both sides equals to c minus c over a plus b over 2a squared. We now express the left hand side in a perfect square form. X plus b over 2a all squared is equals to minus c over a plus b squared over 4a squared, which will give us LCM 4a squared. 4a squared divided by a will give us 4a times minus c is minus 4ac plus 4a squared divided by 4a squared is 1. 1 times b squared is b squared. Boiling down to what we now have is equals to b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. We square root both sides and introduce a plus and minus at the right hand side. X plus b over 2a all squared square rooted is equals to plus and minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. 4a squared, this is 4. Remember, the square root covers 4. The square root cancel the square, giving us x plus b over 2a is equals to plus and minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The square root of 4 is 2, the square root of a squared is 2a. Now we collect like terms. In collecting like terms, we have x equals to minus b over 2a. The positive b over 2a crossing becomes negative, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The LCM is 2a. X equals to 2a divided by 2a is 1. 1 times minus b is minus b. Plus or minus 2a divided by 2a is 1. 1 times the square root of b squared minus 4ac. This is what we call quadratic equation formula or general formula, not almighty formula. Some people mistakenly call it almighty formula. Who is mathematics to bear that word, almighty? So it is quadratic equation formula or general formula. So it is this formula we use in solving a question. We can use it to solve any of those questions we have treated. You discover we arrive at the same place. We get the same answer we got when we use completing the square. Even when we use factorization method, we get the same thing. For example, I have to solve 5x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. We take those values that are in the formula. A here is 5, B is minus 3, and C is minus 2. Then we present the formula that x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over. See where my division line is starting? From this beginning of this minus over 2a. My division line did not start here. Start from the beginning to the end. And now we substitute these values we have here in the appropriate place. B is minus 3. So we have x equals to minus this very minus. Then b minus 3. When two signs come together, you bracket 1. Plus or minus the square root of minus 3 squared minus 4 times 5 times minus 2. All over 2 times 5. We have substituted these values in the appropriate place in this formula. Negative times negative is positive, so we have 3 plus or minus the square root of 9. Negative and negative is positive. 4 plus 5 is 20, and 20 times 2 is 40. All over 2 times 5 is 10. Let's go up and conclude there. We have 3 plus the square root of 49 all over 10. Don't forget to subscribe to sirMATHS so that you will follow our daily interaction on this world of numbers. Do that and follow us daily. Now we continue here. Remember that this is plus and minus. We now separate that plus and minus sign. We now have 3 plus the square root plus or minus the square root of 49, you know, is 7 over 10. Then the separation. 3 plus 7 over 10 or 3 minus 7 over 10. Three plus 7 will give us 10 over 10, or 3 minus 7 is minus 4 over 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1, comma, and this is 2 divided 4 is 2. 2 divided 5 is 2 divided 10 is 5. Remember, this is minus, so we have solved our problem. If you work very well, you discover it was the same thing we got when we used completing the square method to solve this very problem. This is our completing the square method and the formula method in solving our quadratic equation. Don't forget, I also mentioned another method of solving this is what we call graphical method, where we use our graph. If we use our graph on this very particular question, our answer must be what we have got here. That is where this is our x-axis. So this value here and this value here gives us the answer of that very quadratic equation graphically, if the second degree is positive. But if the second degree is negative, please turn this way. This will be our f, our y. However, we are stopping here for today. We will continue as we go on. I still request, don't fail to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you in another meeting. God bless you.